Welcome back to the video. And today I want to discuss and give some tips and tricks on a topic that's pretty popular right now, which is the job market. Everyone says the job market is pretty rough, and it is, but I never really struggled to find a job. So I kind of want to tell you guys what I learned just about myself and what other people tell me to help you guys maybe find a job or an internship. So I want to break it down into 4 pieces of advice. The first one would be is to talk to smarter students who may already have an internship or a job. People they love to talk about themselves, so if you ask them some genuine questions, they'll probably tell you, be like, how'd you get your internship, how'd you get your job? Even if they don't have an internship or a job, but they're just higher classmen, ask them hey, what should I be doing that I'm not doing right now? Because when I was first in school, I started at community college because my grades were terrible. I knew I wanted to do CS because I like video games, but I didn't know anything about CS. I didn't know what GitHub was, I don't know what Git was for source control. I didn't know any of that. I knew basic Java, and that's about it. So when I transferred to my current college where I'm at right now, there was a really smart individual who was one semester ahead of me, but he was miles ahead of me in knowing everything about CS. So I kind of hung out with him. He was a good guy, by the way, and he became a good personal friend. And whenever he knew something that he think I could benefit from, he would always tell me. So that's my first tip of advice, is just talk to smarter people. I mean, it may seem intimidating because they're smarter than you, but all these people are actually really nice and they want to help people. So that's my first tip. My second tip would be to get involved on campus. On my college or university or whatever, there's clubs for computer science or engineering in general. If you're Hispanic, there's a Hispanic club for engineering. It's called SHIP. If you're African American, there's an African American engineering club. We have a data structure club, so you want to get better at leak code. We have all kinds of things, a video game design club, a cyber security club, and just get involved. Because at least on my campus, these clubs, they ask companies to come out, and the companies will send an engineer or someone who represents the company, and then you get a chance to talk to someone who already made it, which is so invaluable to me. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a first generation student. I don't know nothing about computer. I didn't know nothing about computer science. So actually talking to an actual engineer and him giving me advice on how he got his current job, it was actually impactful because I didn't know any of that. So that's my second tip. Look up a club, an engineering club or a computer science club, and get involved. It helps you make new friends too, and these new friends, they could be more ahead of you, in computer science, and they could kind of give you some advice. And then a lot of these, my third tip is a lot of these clubs, they'll usually host career fairs, national career fairs. So I'm Hispanic, so I joined a Hispanic club called SHIP, the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. There's one for every race, and everyone's welcome or whatever. So you don't gotta be Hispanic. So I joined that, and like I said, they would bring employers out, one company at a time. But once a year, there's a big career fair where some of the world's biggest companies come out and they just start recruiting people. So that's my third tip. Go to career fairs, because say you apply online to Google or whatever, and you have no experience, they don't care about you. You're just another number. But when you get to go talk to an employer face to face, and you get to show them hey, I'm a real person, here's my resume, I dressed up pretty nicely, they're gonna consider you more for the position. Because if you just send a resume and you're just another number. So that's my third tip. Try to go to career fairs. In a way, it's kind of bad because they do cost money to go to and to register, and you got to get there and find housing. So in a way, it's kind of pay to win. You can have a way higher chance if you go to an actual in-person career fair. But I think it's worth it overall. To the career fairs that I've gone to, I've got a lot of internship offers, and my internship offer turned into a full-time software engineering position. So even though it may seem pay to win, it's worth it in the long term. And if you're a part of a club, you could go with your club members, and it helps decrease the price a lot. Because the last one was in Los Angeles, and a lot of us, we all carpool to LA together. I'm in California, so it wasn't too far. We all carpooled together in LA, and we split the gas, and then we got an Airbnb, and then we split that. So it wasn't too bad. I maybe spent $250 total, but if it was by myself, I would have spent maybe $500 or $600. So yeah, look into career fairs, because it makes such a huge difference actually looking an employer in the eye and telling them, showing them you're a real human being and not just another resume. That's my fourth tip. That's my third tip. And then my fourth tip is trying to get work experience. You may not have a career in tech right now, but I like to think of it as stepping stones to get one. So I'll kind of go over what I did. So for me, I started off as a cashier at a store. I don't mean nothing, right? But that means you work with customers, you were a part of a team, you have social skills. From there, I used that job. I got promoted in the company to a shift lead. From there, I was like leading the team. I still had my social skills. I was part of a team. I was dealing with customer needs. So that looks pretty good. That led me to apply for an IT position, just like normal like desktop support, like what do you call it? Desk support or whatever. But those shift lead those shift lead like traits, they like transfer over, like those customer service traits, being a part of a team, leading a team. I talked about those in my IT interview. So that led me to get this IT position, which I still currently work at now. I'm gonna leave once I graduate. So I graduate this semester, but I'm still there right now. It's like called like IT help desk, which is not like super like software engineering kind of stuff, but it's still a tech job, which helped me land an internship because I was dealing with customers with like their technical needs. Once again, being part of a team, and that shows the current company that I'm gonna work full time that hey, this is like a functional human being who's actually had like a job before, which is somewhat in tech. So I went from a store cashier to a shift lead to an IT like help desk position to a software engineering internship. So from there, I did my best. Like I worked so hard at that internship because I wanted to come back as a software engineer. For me, I work so hard so I don't got to worry about like the consequences of like, let's say, the job market. There was times when people would go to like these intern events for interns or whatever, and I would not go because I wanted to be sure that I was set. Like I wanted to do the best that I could at this internship because I wanted a full-time job offer back. So I grinded so hard, and I ended up getting the full-time job offer. So after this semester, after I graduate, I have a full-time job offer lined up, which is so nice because I don't got to worry. But it's because I worked hard for it, because I talked to people who were like smarter than me, to be honest with you. One of my best friends, he was smarter than me, and he told me, hey, like you should join this club, join this. I joined that club, and then there was this guy from Google who came out to like talk to the students, and his path is pretty similar to mine. And I thought to myself, hey, if he could do it, why can't I do it? And then he was talking about how he got his position, his start, not at Google, but a start somewhere else at a career fair. And I was kind of like intrigued. I'm like, hey, my friend told me to go to this club, join this club. They got this guy from Google coming out, and he told me, hey, go to this career fair. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna go to that. I have no chance. And I went to it, and I got a couple like internship offers. So that actually helped. And then like once you get that first internship, it's so nice, because especially if you're like a software engineering intern or like a cybersecurity intern, it shows like, hey, I could work in the field already. And like companies, they see you so much, like so different. So try to land that internship before you graduate. And if you do extremely well, like I did, or you just work extremely hard, you kind of prove to yourself like, hey, I want to come back full time, and they might give you like a returning offer. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm about to graduate this semester. I got like a month left, so like in a month, and then I'm gonna move out to Los Angeles so I could work full time. But I kind of wanted to make this video because people say like the market's hard, but it is hard in a way, like, but it's doable. Like if you're just going to class, you're not a part of any clubs, you're not seeking guidance from your students or other people, yeah, it's gonna be hard. If you have no work experience, like yeah, you're gonna struggle because you're just another number. But let's say you seek guidance, you get some work experience, you go to career fairs and you show them like you're a person. I think your odds of finding an internship are pretty good, or even a full-time job offer, because like I said, when you apply, thousands of people with no experience apply. So why should they pick you? Like, I'm gonna be honest, if I applied and had no internship experience or whatever, I don't expect them to pick me. That's why I worked extremely hard to like network with people, going to career fairs. Like I said, it's pay to win, but it's worth it in the long run. I maybe spend at most like $1,500 for like career fairs or whatever, which landed me a lot of internship opportunities. But now I have a full-time job, which pays way more than that. So that would be my advice. I don't know if I'm rambling a little too much, but just work hard, guys. Networking is really important. Get your LinkedIn ready. I mentor like people in computer science. This is like things I always tell them. I want to tell you, it's like get to LinkedIn. Learn, if you want to go software engineering, learn how to use Git and GitHub or GitLab, which are like source control. I always tell people who I mentor, like get good in one language before you start moving around to other languages. For example, for me that was Java. Other people would tell me, hey, Python's really cool for elite code. I would try Python. Or C is really cool for low-level stuff, and let me try C. But once you get good in one language, then you can start moving around. And then what else? LinkedIn, GitHub, use one language, network. Yeah, try to get an internship. Try to like get a job. It don't gotta be in tech. Try to get like anything, and then try to move up to like a manager position. And then from that manager position, look for like a student assistant or a little part-time job in tech while you're in college. If you can land one of those, you're really good. And then from that, you can transition that into like an internship in tech. And once you get an internship, like you're pretty much set. Like you're set. Like if you get that internship, other companies will want to hire you, or if not that company itself, they'll want to hire you if you perform well. Like they might return you a full-time offer. It's just about like your work ethic. Like that's all it is. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, so I'm just gonna end the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Someone's blasting Mexican music, so let me end the video real quick.